Today is Tuesday, December the 27th. Didn't do a video yesterday because we talked last week about buy the rumor, sell the news. And there was a bit of a selling on Monday. Then the market recovered. Then the bill actually got passed through both the House and the Senate. And this morning the market reversed. So let's look. The McClellan oscillator is telling us something here. We're going into oversold territory, which should bring us back down a little bit further tomorrow, because you look at any time we get near this area, we do come down and we touch this line. There's only three exceptions, but there's a lot more cases where it does come down. So we should actually slide down between tomorrow and that half trading day on Thursday, on Christmas Eve. Now let's look at the key stocks here. The S&P, remember we put in this green line showing us where our previous closing high was. We actually had another closing high right up here. Missed that, so should have moved that up there. But what we did is we came back to that original closing high. We started off there and we just dropped as the day went on. So let's move that a little bit higher, and that would become our new closing high. Square had an awesome day. Now yesterday, I hope I tweeted it out, but I bought another 100 shares, but I sold the weekly 240 calls. That was when the stock was trading at around 237, and I sold the 240 calls. That's the weekly calls that only had 4 days in them or less, because it's a short trading week, for $3.90. Then I bought another 100 shares and I sold the 242s, 242 and a half, for $2.68. No, I'm sorry. That's what they're worth right now. I sold the 240 calls for $6.53, making my break-even price $246.53. I mean, the volatility was really high with Square, making 4-day options just too juicy not to take advantage of. And the 242 calls expiring 2 days from now, or when I bought them yesterday, 4 days, $4.87. So that was just too good to pass up. So I'm feeling really good about that. Now it's continuing to climb after hours because we closed the day here at 241, and now we're at 242.85. But look at that, up 4%. BBY, just a little bit under, but it's above the 8 EMA, so that stock will be expected to move up. CVS continues to disappoint. I think we just have to take our eye off this stock for now. Glad we didn't get in there. When we were excited about it, we put in an alert, which never got taken out, so we didn't buy. Apple had an awesome day today. Finished with a doji right in here. These are prior day Fibonacci, so let's just get rid of those. But we're heading up towards the all-time high, 137.98. This is based on news that they might release a car in 2024, or maybe even parts of it next year. I thought they were working on a glass windshield display. I thought that would be fantastic. Not sure that they have to make a whole car, frankly, because what they're known for is innovation and entertainment systems. If they want to get into the battery business, I just don't see that. Battery stations just doesn't seem like their model. But anyhow, doji day, so got a little too exuberant and then pulled back. NEO pulled back $1.50. Here's its 5 minutes. So it was trading with the Fibonacci's, and on a day, it just pulled back from this. Let's get rid of the prior day Fibonacci's, and it just pulled back down to the 78.2%. But you know, this is still a good stock. It's still going higher. I have 1,000 shares. 500 of them are covered with the end of the month 50 calls, and the end of the month, no, the others are not covered at all. Not covered at all. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. I may very well cover my other 5 with some calls if I see some movement up tomorrow I just expect it to go sideways for a while. And if I see a big rise in the morning, I think I'll sell some calls, probably around 50, 52.50s. Depends on what kind of volatility I can pick up. Home Depot, what else have we got? JP Morgan was down after its big pop yesterday, whereas US Bank pulled up, not quite to where it was the day before. Let's look at some of our new stocks before we sign out here. And that would be Peloton. Peloton, look at that. So this is one again that Zach called out in our comment section. I mean, Zach, if you got into this, that's just brilliant. Dollar General, there's Dollar General. Zillow, we haven't looked at in some time, but I thought that I would, and I set some Fibonacci's here. So I did a Fibonacci which looked at this move up, followed by this move down, and then the movement if it were to replicate this big move up. Now this big move down wasn't any particular Fibonacci bounce, but it's already come up now to that extension here of 261.8, and it seems to be stopped there. This Fibonacci here, that's our green one. So that's a 61 point. Let's get rid of this one for a second. No, that's the good one. This one is not. This is a Fibonacci that's just going off of this move. So we can forget that and let's concentrate on this one. Sorry, that's not the one we want. That's the one we want. So let's get rid of this one. This is the one we want, our extension Fibonacci, and we're stopped here at 61.8%. Once we break out above 140, Zillow should be a stock to watch and to go for. And Square on the daily chart looks something like this. So it is heading up to 250. Our last one to look at is Boeing, still a very disappointing stock. Even though they got an order from Alaska Airlines for 757 Maxes, still not enough to pull them out of their doldrums.